Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's another Indian look that I've done. It took me a little bit of time to get this video up. I had a major wardrobe malfunction. The zipper on my original outfit that I was going to wear actually broke and the material got stuck in it, so I couldn't wear that. And thanks to my sister, she was able to bring me another outfit. So the outfit you're seeing in the video is not the one that I had originally decided that I was going to wear, and nor is the makeup. So the makeup was actually supposed to be with the other outfit, but it actually worked. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I also wanted to just say thank you before I go, and just say thanks for everybody that subscribed to my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and stay tuned. I'm going to start by hydrating my skin using Caudalie Beauty Elixir. Once again, I'm going to start with doing my eyes. I'm going to use Post-it notes today as opposed to masking tape. And these work really well as well. So I'm just going to apply these to the corner of my eyes. So I know I mentioned in my last video, I've been trying out Soft Ochre by MAC to prep my eyelids, and I've actually really liked it, and I've used it during the day as well, and I find it doesn't crease. So I'm going to use it again today to prep my eyelids. I'm going to put it all over. Just make sure you get all of your eyelid wherever you're going to be applying eyeshadow. To start off, I'm going to be using the Milani Earthy Elements Everyday Eyes palette, and I'm going to be using the second shade here for my crease. I'm going to see how that looks, and then I might add a little bit of this shade here, the orangier shade. I'm going to apply this using a fluffy brush like this. The best part about this is you don't have to be perfect. You're just going to apply it to your crease. I actually really like the way this is already looking, so I probably won't go in with that more orange shade, but I'll see after I'm done. The first shade I'm going to use for my eyelids is this color here. I'm going to apply that first, and then I'm going to apply this golden shade by Bare Minerals on top. This shade has a bit of a shimmer to it. It's very neutral. Before I actually use the Bare Minerals shade on my eyelids, I'm going to actually be applying a darker shade at the ends and then in the front of my eye, and then I'll apply this Bare Minerals shade. So the darker shade I've decided to use is the one down here, and I'm going to apply that using the fluffy brush again. I'm just sort of packing this color into the corner of my eye just to give it that more smoky and dark effect. I'm just going to do this corner of my eye first before I go into the inner of the eye. Using the same flat brush and the dark color again, I'm going to apply that color to the inner corners of my eyes. I do have a smaller brush that I could use somewhere here. Something like this. So actually I think I'll go with this one instead. So I'm just going to take the color and apply it to the inner portions like this. Just kind of using the same technique of kind of packing it in. As you can see in the center of my eye, I've still had that light shade that I had started with. And now to that light portion of my eye, I'm going to apply the Bare Minerals golden shade. And I don't know, I showed you last time in my previous video the silver shadow I used. It comes with an applicator like this. I find when I use this, it just has a lot of fallout, so I'm going to actually use the flat brush I used previously to apply it. So I'm only going to apply the shade to the center of my eye, just using the press and drop that the Manna always uses, just to sort of pack the color on. I still want the center of my eye to pop a little bit more, so I'm going to try to apply the NYX Glam Shadow Sticks. And the color that I'm using today is Elegant Marble. It's basically a stick like this in a nude / golden shade. So I'm going to use this directly on my eye, just in that golden portion. I'm just going to drag it. Has a bit of sparkle in it as well. Now onto my eyeliner. I'm going to be using the Super Skinny NYX marker. I usually like to use the gel eyeliner by Inglot, number 77, but today I'm going to be using the pen, just for a change. I'm going to start with the inner corner of my eye and then work my way out, and then at the end I'll do my wing. Just remember to hold down the post-it note because I find it lifts a little bit too. So now that my eyeliner is done, I'm going to actually move on to my face. I'm going to start with my under eyes. I'm going to color correct with a lipstick. It's called Footloose by Julep, and it's in this reddish / orange shade. I'm just going to add a very little bit under my eyes and on some of these dark spots on my face, and I'm going to apply it using a brush that looks like this. I'm just gonna sort of dab it. I was gonna buy some color corrector today because I wanted to try something different, and I didn't have a chance to go and get some, so I thought I would use DP Cam's sort of tutorial with using the actual lipstick as a color corrector. I'm gonna see how this works, and if it works out well, I'm not gonna buy a color corrector because I already have this color in my makeup kit. The parts that I color corrected, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Professional Lift Concealer. It's actually the shade 2, and I'm going to use this flat brush. This is actually a very sheer concealer, so I'm going to apply this first, and then I'm obviously going to be highlighting and contouring after, so it won't actually look as heavy. I don't want the makeup to look too heavy. Just going to add little dots wherever I color corrected. And like I said, I'm going to be going over it with the concealer. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using 2 shades. I'm going to mix them. I think I mentioned to you in my last video that I'm finding that some of the shades are either too dark or too light. So I'm going to start off with the MAC Face and Body in the shade C2. And I actually got a sample of the Mineral Moisture Foundation from MAC, and it's in the shade NC30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the two and then just apply it with a damp beauty blender like this. So first I'm going to dab it on with a brush. This is the Face and Body one, and then I'm going to use the NC30 Mineral Foundation in the same spots that I applied the Face and Body. I changed my mind and I'm just going to go ahead and blend my foundation with this brush just because it already has some of the product on it. So I'm just dabbing the product in. Now that I have my foundation on, I'm going to go ahead and contour with Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And then I'm going to actually highlight and conceal with the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle Eraser by Maybelline. To blend my contour, I'm going to be using a flat brush like this. And then to blend my highlighted area, I'm going to use a little beauty blender like this, which obviously is damp. To make sure I'm not moving this product around too much. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes and then anywhere I've highlighted with the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the shade Banana. And I'm going to actually set that using a brush like this. Typically I set at the end, but I think I'm going to use one of Tamanna's techniques in her last tutorial. And I'm going to actually set right now before I actually apply my mascara on the bottom. I'm going to dab the product in, and if you look up and sort of dab the product. You can get it so that it gets into the creases of your under eye. I'm going to set my contour using the Anastasia contour kit. I'm going to use the shade down here. For blush, I'm going to use the NYX Summer blush, and it has kind of a shimmer to it. So I'm just going to apply it to the apples of my cheeks. Oops, got a little too much. And for lashes, I'm going to use these lashes from Sephora. I actually don't know what the name is. Oh, no, sorry. They're called Flutter. And they're kind of the ones that go on the edge of your eye. So I'm going to apply those off camera. And then I'm going to also apply some mascara. And the mascara I'm going to use is the Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt. Both the upper and lower lashes. And I'll be right back. So I applied my eyelashes, as I mentioned, off camera. And now I'm ready to highlight my brow bone, and then highlight my cheeks, and then my cupid's bow. I'm going to use this kind of brush for my brow bone. And I'm going to be using, sorry, forgot to mention, the Mary Luminizer highlighter. And then using a fluffy brush like this, I'm going to be highlighting. I usually like to build my highlighter, so I'm going to do one coat and then I'll come back. Sometimes I use my fingers to sort of get the product to absorb into the skin. To outline my lips, I'm going to use the shade Bloom by NYX. And the two colors I'm going to mix for my lips are Footloose, actually the color I used for the color correcting, and the shade Antwerp by NYX. First I'm going to start with outlining my lips. I'm going to use the shade first. I'm not sure if any of you have actually used any of the lip creams by NYX, but they are amazing. And for the price point, you can't go wrong. I have so many of these, and I just actually love the way they feel on your lips. So for now, I'm gonna go with this lip color. I may add a little bit extra when I leave. And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that I actually curled my hair earlier and put them up. Pin the curls actually so that they actually stay in. So I'm gonna let those down and I'm gonna put my outfit on and I'll see you guys in a bit.